Hey everyone, welcome back to Car Flash, the channel where we cut through the polished dealership talk, skip the marketing gimmicks, and deliver the unfiltered truth about the cars you actually want to know about. If you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button because here, we give you in-depth reviews with no sugarcoating. Today, we're diving into the 2026 GMC Yukon, one of the biggest, boldest, and most commanding full-size SUVs on the road. The Yukon has always been known as a mix of rugged capability and premium comfort, but the 2026 version has stepped things up with sharper styling, more tech, and an updated powertrain lineup. So, let's break this beast down from every angle and see if it's really worth your attention. Exterior. The first thing you notice when you see the 2026 GMC Yukon is its front end. GMC has made sure this SUV screams presence before it even moves. The grille is massive, wider than before, and finished with a bold chrome mesh pattern on higher trims, while the darker blacked-out version on the AT4 gives it a more aggressive, off-road-ready attitude. The headlights have been redesigned with a sleeker, sharper LED setup that runs into the grille and adds a futuristic touch. Daytime running lights outline the shape, giving it that signature Yukon look even from a distance. Down below, the bumper integrates larger intakes with a cleaner design, and skid plate elements on the AT4 highlight its off-road credentials. Altogether, the front face is both premium and intimidating, exactly what you expect from a flagship SUV. Moving to the side, the 2026 Yukon continues to look commanding. This is a big vehicle, and GMC isn't trying to hide its size. The body lines are crisp but not overly busy, keeping the profile strong and straightforward. Chrome accents run along the window surrounds on the Denali trims, while the AT4 once again opts for a darker, more rugged look. Wheel sizes range all the way up to massive 22 inches, which fill the arches and make the Yukon look like it's ready to roll over anything. You'll also notice the long wheelbase versions of the Yukons last, stretching the proportions even further, which is perfect for families who want maximum cargo and passenger space. The side profile overall balances luxury SUV refinement with that old school, body-on-frame toughness that appeals to traditional SUV buyers. At the back, the 2026 GMC Yukon refines things without losing the bold stance. The taillights are slimmer and fully LED, wrapping around the corners for a more upscale touch. A wide chrome bar stretches across the liftgate on higher trims, carrying the GMC badge proudly in the center. The bumper has been smoothed out, with integrated exhaust outlets that are more modern and less clunky than before. On the AT4 trim, you get a more rugged rear design with higher clearance, skid protection, and no exposed exhaust tips to avoid damage off-road. The power liftgate is standard, and the XL version really shows off just how long this SUV is when you see it from behind. Altogether, the rear looks cleaner, more premium, and definitely keeps the Yukon's imposing presence intact. Interior. Stepping inside the 2026 Yukon, things get even more impressive. GMC has clearly taken notes from the luxury SUV market, because this interior doesn't feel like just a truck-based cabin anymore. It feels refined, tech-packed, and premium. Right in front of the driver, you've got a fully digital 12.3-inch instrument cluster, crisp and customizable, giving you all the vital info with modern graphics. In the center, a massive 15-inch infotainment touchscreen dominates the dash, running the latest GMC software with wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, plus integrated Google features. The screen is smooth, intuitive, and finally feels on par with luxury rivals. Materials throughout the cabin vary by trim, but on the Denali Ultimate you're looking at leather everywhere, real wood accents, and even aluminum detailing. The seats are huge, supportive, and offer heating, cooling, and massage functions in the top trims. The second row can be had with either captain's chairs or a bench, depending on how many people you need to haul. And speaking of hauling people, the third row is actually usable thanks to the Yukon's big dimensions, offering plenty of legroom and headroom for adults, not just kids. Cargo space is massive, especially in the XL version, giving you more than enough room for road trips, camping gear, or even moving house. Technology-wise, you've got a premium Bose sound system, Available rear seat entertainment screens, tons of USB-C ports, wireless charging, and even a panoramic sunroof to make the cabin feel more open. Altogether, the Yukon's interior blends functionality, space, and luxury in a way that makes it one of the strongest in the segment. Now, let's talk about what really matters: performance under the hood. The 2026 GMC Yukon sticks with a familiar powertrain lineup but with updates to improve efficiency and performance. The base engine is a 5.3-liter V8 producing around 355 horsepower, which is plenty for everyday driving. Step up to the 6.2-liter V8. And you're looking at 420 horsepower with a satisfying growl and plenty of muscle for highway passing or towing. For those who want something different, there's also the 3.0-liter Duramax Turbo Diesel Inline 6, which isn't about raw speed but delivers excellent torque and fuel economy, making it a favorite for long-distance travelers and those who plan to tow heavy loads. All engines are paired with a smooth 10-speed automatic transmission, sending power to either the rear wheels or all four, depending on your choice. Performance-wise, the Yukon is no lightweight crossover. It's a full-size, body-on-frame SUV, but GMC has worked hard to make it feel more comfortable and composed. Magnetic ride control and available air ride adaptive suspension help smooth out bumps and keep the ride level even when fully loaded. Handling is, of course, truck-like compared to smaller SUVs, but the steering feels more precise than before, and the suspension system helps keep body roll in check. Towing capacity is excellent, reaching up to 8,400 pounds when properly equipped, meaning boats, trailers, and campers are no problem. Off-road, the AT4 trim adds all-terrain tires, skid plates, and a 2-speed transfer case, making the Yukon more than just a mall crawler. It's not a hardcore off-roader like a Wrangler, but it can handle trails in rough conditions confidently. Fuel economy varies by engine, with the diesel leading the pack at around 26 miles per gallon highway, while the V8s are thirstier but deliver the performance expected from a big SUV. As for pricing, the 2026 GMC Yukon starts around the mid-$60,000 range for the base SLE trim, moving into the $70,000s for the SLT and AT4. The Denali pushes closer to $85,000, while the range-topping Denali Ultimate can easily climb past $95,000 with options. That makes the Yukon one of the more expansive options in the full-size SUV category, but it also delivers in terms of features, space, performance, and overall presence. Buyers looking for maximum space and luxury will likely gravitate toward the Denali trims, while those wanting rugged capability will love the AT4. The Yukon XL versions add a couple of $1,000s more but reward you with unmatched cargo and passenger room. So, is the 2026 GMC Yukon worth it? Well, if you're in the market for a massive, commanding SUV that can haul your family, tow your toys, and still provide a luxurious driving experience, the Yukon definitely deserves a spot on your short list. It's not the cheapest, and it's certainly not the most fuel efficient, but what it offers is presence, versatility, and a balance of rugged toughness with modern luxury. GMC has done a great job keeping it competitive against rivals like the Chevy Tahoe, Ford Expedition, and Jeep Wagoneer. That's going to wrap up today's in-depth review of the 2026 GMC Yukon. If you enjoyed this breakdown and want to see more real-world, no-nonsense car reviews, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to Car Flash, and ring the bell so you don't miss any of our upcoming videos. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.